guys, what's up guys? This is River, and today we're going to be drawing a skyscraper. So, the materials you need is a piece of paper, whatever you have at home, pencil, marker, Sharpie, or whatever you want to use to draw. That's what you can use. And today we're going to be drawing a skyscraper. Now remember, it's okay if your drawings look different than mine. So first we're going to be drawing a big rectangle shape. Like that, a big rectangle shape. Now we are going to be drawing a bunch of squares, however many squares you can fit in there. It could be small, that's okay. But remember, skyscrapers are big. So you want to draw big squares. Big squares. You want to draw squares until the whole thing is full. Like that. Now we're going to be drawing kind of like a horn. Kind of like, you can draw whatever shape you want, but kind of like that. Then you draw a little line, and that's my skyscraper. And that's kind of what the shape of a skyscraper would look like. So that is how you draw a skyscraper. And now we're going to be doing the coloring. So first, you don't have to color the same way as me. It's okay if you color it differently. All right, so we're going to be coloring our skyscraper. So I'm going to color my skyscraper black, but you don't have to. You can use your creativity and color it the way you want to. I'm going to color my skyscraper how I want. So first you don't have to color your skyscraper the same way as me. Okay? So you color around it, but you don't have to. You can even draw a background if you want. It's okay to be different. So I'm just going to color the whole physical skyscraper like that. But it's okay if you guys are different. You guys do it differently. I'm going to use green to wrap the little thing. Right, so that is how I colored my skyscraper. Now we are going, so we're going to draw another skyscraper. So we're going to be drawing 3 skyscrapers. And so this is basically how to draw a city. But you can call it a skyscraper. So we're going to draw a skyscraper. Now we're going to draw another skyscraper. So this is basically how to draw a city. Okay? So you do a big rectangle shape. And our city is going to have 3. We're going to have 3 skyscrapers. Lots of skyscrapers we're going to be drawing. So this is basically how to draw a city. And it's okay if your drawings are different. But I'm just showing you how to draw it. And you can take my advice, but it's okay if your drawings are right. So I just drew. I'm working on my next skyscraper. And your skyscraper can be small, but I'm just showing you how to draw a city. Now, I just drew my second skyscraper. Now we're going to color at the end, but it's okay, I just colored my first skyscraper. Now we're going to draw another skyscraper for our city. I just was showing you, see, my skyscraper was kind of small that time, but that's okay. You can draw your skyscrapers however you like. This is like a simple way that you can draw a city. So I draw 3 little skyscrapers there for my city. Now we're gonna draw the road. So you turn your paper over, then you draw two little lines. So look, that's what I did. Then you can draw little dots for the road. It's kind of like a writing diagonal line, but it's not. It's kind of like that. So that is, then you could draw more lines to make it a little thicker road. That's how you draw the road. Now we're going to draw another road track. So you just do a line under, and then you just draw so that is how you draw that. Now we're going to be drawing cars. So let's draw a taxi. We're going to draw taxi. There's going to be taxis in our city. So there's going to be. So I have my skyscrapers. Then you draw you draw a square, like a big two squares, and then you draw wheels. That is a simple way to draw a car. So we're going to draw cars. So we're going to draw cars in our city. This is a simple way that your child can draw a city. So we're going to draw in kind of like city. So I'm drawing cars on my road. You don't have to draw cars on your road. You can draw school buses, you can draw vans, you can even draw a taxi. You don't have to draw cars. Now I'm going to draw a school bus on the next road. I'm drawing you don't even have to draw any vehicles on your. So I'm going to draw like a big school bus. You can draw more than one wheel. You can more than two wheels. You can draw even three little windows. Be creative. So I'm kind of drawing a school bus on the next road. You can even draw bridges. That's what we're going to draw next. So we're going to draw a bridge. Like a bridge on the next road. So that's the bridge. And it's okay if you don't even have to follow along with what I'm doing. You can draw whatever you want. You can draw two wheels on your school bus. Just be creative. So look, I'm kind of drawing the vehicles over the bridge. So this is so we drew the road. Now we're going to draw another skyscraper here. We're going to draw skyscrapers here. So there's going to be a bunch of skyscrapers in our city. And if you live in a city, you can go outside and you can draw it your own way. You can pause the video and wait till the coloring and make your city your own way. I'm just drawing the road and then a bridge and stuff. So this is a really simple way to draw a city. So right now I'm making the windows on my skyscraper. And you can even draw more skyscrapers. A skyscraper on the road. And maybe you could draw construction on one of the roads. Be creative and make your city however you want. You don't even have to put skyscrapers in your city if you want. So I drew the windows on my skyscraper. Now I'm going to draw the horn shape. That's a simple way to draw. So I'm drawing skyscrapers, but you don't have to. I'm making another skyscraper. I'm going to draw a few skyscrapers in my city. But you don't have to. And if you colored the first one, that's okay. We'll color our city at the end. So we're going to be drawing our city. And you don't even have to put skyscrapers in your city if you don't want to. But I want you to be creative and make your city however you want. Look, I have a floating skyscraper. That's me being creative. okay. And you could draw your city however you want. I'm just showing you a simple way. Look, I have windows off to the side. There's going to be a bunch of windows on my skyscraper. And you don't even have to put windows on your skyscraper. You could use the corn shape and everything. Just be creative. So I don't have room for any of my skyscrapers. But here are my skyscrapers. So that's my city so far. Now I'm going to draw construction on this road. And maybe you could do a road work ahead sign. That's a road work ahead sign. Look, all the cars. You can draw cones. You can draw cones on the road. Like I'm drawing construction. So look, I drew construction here. Maybe you could draw a police car in an accident. Yeah, because there's stuff bad on the road. So here's my city so far. Like you could draw skyscrapers if you want. But I drew my skyscrapers. So I drew a police car, and you can draw people even. So I drew some vehicles, and you can draw your city however you want. But I'm just showing you a simple way. You can even draw like a rainbow kind of bridge. There's only one car on this bridge. And you can even draw cars on the bridge. Like this is just a simple way to draw a city. All right, guys, so now we're going to color our city. We're going to color our city. So I just drew like a very simple, way to draw a city. But you can draw your city however you want. So now we're going to color the skyscrapers. So I'm coloring with, and it's okay if you're coloring the skyscrapers different than I am. If you're coloring the skyscraper different than I am. I took the time to draw mine. You can just draw like a simple skyscrapers and it's still a city. It's okay if you don't draw any like the road and stuff. It's okay to be different. So I'm just coloring my skyscrapers and I'm gonna start working on the road here. But you can do your own thing and be creative and make your own road. Or maybe draw construct, or maybe there's no construction. Just be creative and think that it's okay to be different. Just like you're different than everyone else at your school. Just think that it's okay to be different and make your own city. Maybe you have a bigger piece of paper and you can draw lots of skyscrapers, or maybe you can look at a picture of a real city. But this is a little simple way to draw a city, and a city has lots of skyscrapers. So look, I can fit another skyscraper, but I'm not. You could draw your own road, and maybe there's no trouble with the road, or maybe there is. Yep. So I just colored the road, and then the bridge can really be any color, but I'm drawing my bridge in my city brown. You can have cars riding on the bridge, but you can do your city. You could put this. This is like do your city however you want. And you don't even have to color the cars. You don't even have to color the cars. You could draw a garbage truck. You could draw taxis, like whatever you want. You could draw your city your own way. And just draw like everything black, like a black city. But this is just, you can do the city exactly as mine, but I would suggest not having like skyscrapers and doing what I did, but you can add more details to my city. So I'm going to I'm coloring the skyscrapers. Like, you're probably thinking, we have to follow along? No. You can pause the video, and while I'm doing my details, you can do yours. You could do yours. You could do like a brown, you could even draw grass. Like, I'm just making suggestions like how to draw a city. Like, you don't even have to draw. So this is how I colored my city. You don't have to be exactly how I did it. You can draw your city your own way. And it's okay if you want to follow along and you mess up. My city has a lot of details, but I hope you love watching our videos. Make sure you subscribe, smash the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and stay tuned for the next video. Bye!